Hey everybody, Jake here with TrendSpider once again for the third video of this weekend's analysis, looking at United Airlines. And United Airlines is a little different from the last two charts because essentially the last two charts that we were looking at on the daily candle were exactly the same chart that we were looking at in the beginning of November in our Thursday analysis. Now, United Airlines has changed a little bit because the trend lines have just become irrelevant. So the cool thing is TrendSpider has essentially already created the new most relevant levels possible here, and that is this price channel in which the previous support line of this action here is now acting as resistance above. So the price is really in this kind of ascending wedge. It's not necessarily a wedge. It kind of is because these two lines are technically converging at some point in the future. But it's a pretty not aggressive wedge. It's kind of more of a price channel, if you will. So what we have here on the lower indicator side of things is the percent range getting overbought, except the fact that the RSI does still have more room to move up. Notice how much room we had to move up in this area back here when we were in this uptrend. So the RSI does still have room to move up. There's a nice MACD kiss, bullish kiss right here with the fast bouncing off the slow. And from a longer term perspective, this chart actually has not changed. So this is the same chart that we were looking at in the beginning of November. We can see that we still have more upside left. We have moved up pretty strong since, let's say, November. Right around here is where we were. So we have moved up. We did consolidate here a little bit before moving up. But what we have on the lower indicator side of things really as well is, it's interesting because we had the percent range overbought, and we have the RSI still not as high as before. So that is something to keep in mind for the RSI to have more room to move up. But it's also something to keep in mind that possibly divergence is forming where the price is hitting new highs, but the RSI has not hit new highs yet. That does not mean it's necessarily divergence yet because we could easily continue to move up. But for now, it is kind of starting to form as some divergence. And if oil is nearing a bottom, then a reversal to the upside in oil could mean a reversal to the downside in these. So this is something to keep in mind going into the next couple weeks, especially into 2019. Thanks so much for listening. We'll have one more chart of oil, and we'll just kind of show the relationship of how oil has really gone down since all these other stocks have gone up. And really, oil started going down right in the middle of October, and notice how these stocks really started to move up since then. So oil's moved down as airlines have moved up. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll have the oil video coming up very shortly.